Happy Thursday, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Susie Say That. Today's topic is waiting for the miracle. How many of you all are waiting for the miracle? Waiting for God to give you a miracle. Maybe it's finances, maybe it's your health, maybe it's your children. I don't know what the miracle that you're waiting for God to give, but you're just probably just waiting. You prayed about it. You've been listening to worship songs and you just been to church. You lay before him at night or maybe in your prayer place. Maybe you go to your prayer closet. I don't know what miracle you're waiting for. But this I will tell you, don't let it go over your head. Don't let it go over your head because you're emotionally waiting. You got all these expectations about the miracle. You believe that God is going to do it this way, that way, or the other. But don't let the miracle go over your head. I've done that on many occasions. I've let the miracle go over my head and didn't realize that it was a miracle that was going on right then and there. And I could have embraced it. I could have accepted it. I could have just been grateful. I could have gave God the praise and the glory and been a part of it. But I let it go right over my head. Many years ago, I was going through some difficult situations. And this one particular, it was crushing me left and right. And I believed that God was going to give me a miracle. I already had planned it out. I already had said, well, God, give me this miracle. And I believed that this is the way he was going to do it. And he didn't. I was so much in anguish. I called one of my cousins and we prayed together and I was just telling her what the whole situation. And I said, I need a miracle by tomorrow morning. I need a miracle. Now I've had many a times I've, needed miracles. And this was crushing. And I was like, I need this miracle. If this miracle don't happen, I don't even know what's going to happen to me or for me. I just didn't know. That morning when I woke up, I didn't get the miracle. And I just laid there and I cried and I cried. I cried and cried. I didn't get the miracle that I thought God should have given to me. Because that was part of being in this earth. Me reaping. Because I was sowing good seeds and reaping miracles and getting miracles for things that were of urgency. And I believed that God was going to give it to me. And when he didn't, what happens when he don't for you? I laid in my bed and I was feeling all sorts of feelings about God. I really was. I was like, oh, why am I continuing to do this? Why am I continuing to worship and pray and give and give and give? And when I have a need, I don't get it. God, what is this? God, what's going on here? And many years, couple of years later probably, God was able to, I didn't abandon God. I didn't leave God at that point. I said, I'm going to hold on. I constantly held on. Even though when I didn't want to, I was like, I just believe this. I believe this word. I believe God, I'm going to hold on. You didn't give me the miracle. Maybe it wasn't for me. But many years after that, God showed me it wasn't. It wasn't. That's not the way he wanted to send a miracle to me. He said he already had gave me the miracle. The miracle was already mine. But it went right over my head because I had false expectations. I wanted him to do it like the world do it. Someone knock on my door and say, hey, I'm here to do this or to do that. And I'm here to make your life greater. That's what I thought. That's what I believed was going to happen. And when it didn't happen, God had already sent the miracle, but it went right over my head because I was expecting him to do it my way. How many of you are expecting God to do it your way? And how many of you all ask God, seriously, what is this? Am I going to get the miracle? Because if I would have asked God that, I would have heard him say, absolutely, you're going to get the miracle, but it will not be according to what you think or have already mapped out about the miracle. Yeah. And I've experienced many things since then, waiting on the miracle. Miracles. I have. My life has been full of that. But not too long ago, here it comes, waiting for the miracle. And I was desperate because for years I had prayed in silence and I had prayed with my friends and I had prayed with the prophet. And I just believed that God was going to do this thing this way. He was going to give the miracle. And I believed this, that, and the other. And I believed that. Even when I seen the person, our prayer was, you will get the miracle. You will get the miracle. I touch and I agree with you. I believe that the miracle is going to happen. They said, God has already done the miracle. But what I didn't understand then, because when they didn't get the miracle, I thought they were going to get, and they thought they were going to get, I started feeling some kind of way. I was like, God, you said you was going to give. You told me that. I know you told me that. I said, I believe that you told me you were going to get the miracle. And he said, they did get the miracle. They wanted 3 things, and they got all 3 of them. They wanted 3 miracles. You were busy, you and your friends and everyone else were busy praying for 1 miracle. And I was busy giving them 3. I gave them their heart desires because their heart was where my heart was for them. I blessed them more than you could ever understand because you were waiting for an expectation that you believed I was going to do. And he was busy already showering the miracles, already giving the miracles. And he gave the miracles. And he had me take a look at it. He said, look, let me see the enemy, how the enemy was trying to stop all of it. He let me see that. Yeah. So think about that. I was waiting yet again, and maybe it'll happen to me again. Hopefully not, that I won't have false expectations and I won't believe that I won't miss God. But years later, I missed God again with the miracle. It went right over my head, but it didn't stay there because my soul was so crushed about they didn't get the miracle. And I believed they were going to get it. And I was like, God, what is this? You got to show me something because I'm desperate because I believed that you were going to do this, that, and the other, and you didn't do it. He said, but I did do it. He said, let me show you. Okay, he didn't physically sit at my bed and pull out his phone because he don't need one. He's everywhere. He didn't need a phone. I'm just letting you know that it wasn't some manifestation of God at the end of my bed and talking in my ear, whispering, now let me show you on a picture phone. None of that. He spoke to my heart, and I knew it was God. He spoke to my heart because he rolled back the tape of the miracle happening, and it went right over my head. They got 3 miracles. 3 miracles. God gave them what was in their heart because their heart aligned with what he wanted, his will for them. They got 3 miracles. They got 3 miracles. The best day of my life when God showed it to me. Okay? So what miracles are you waiting for that you're allowing to go over your head because they've already happened? They're already there. But you're still waiting for something else. Health, peace, love, joy, prosperity, all those things belong to us because we're in the earth and we belong to God. Undeniably, all those things belong to us. But this is still God's show. This is still God's show. He get a chance to do whatever he wants to do. He get a chance to correct us when we're wrong. He get a chance to show us when we're not aligned with his will. He get a chance to let the miracles happen in the earth and out the earth. He get a chance. He's God. He's the great I am that I am. He's the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. There's no one greater than our God. No one greater than our God. This is his show. This is his stuff, his creation, however you want to call it. He gets a chance to do different because he's looking at the overall plan for all of us. He's looking at the overall plan for those that want him, for those that want to be with him. But he takes care of us. I thank God for every miracle that I ever waited for. and it went a different direction. I thank God for that because in each one of them, He showed me that He was still there for me. He was just redirecting because anything other would have destroyed me. Anything other would have destroyed me. I was waiting for this one miracle not too long ago, but He gave 3 miracles. Anything else, if He wouldn't explain it to me like that, the way He did, would have destroyed me. Would have destroyed me because I desperately, for years and years and years, had prayed the same prayers. The same prayers I had been praying. And God allowed me to witness the miracles. And I thank Him for speedily showing me the miracles, that I just didn't sit there and say, oh God, look at you, look what you didn't do. Look at what this happened, that happened. None of that. There's no sadness about the miracle. There's no rejection or denouncing of God because I understand all things according to His miracles for that situation. So what about you? What are you waiting for? Make sure in your waiting for the miracle, make sure it doesn't go over your head because it's already been done. Okay? Till the next time.